shaky boy. All right, you ready to get lunch? I need to turn the. Oh, dude, you gotta turn your AC on.
Damn! Hold up.
Pull your little lever. Yeah.
What?
All right, now we're ready. Okay, now we don't have to press the gas and hold it to get it to start. Let the O2 sensor heat up. No, except for I'm gonna have no battery. Then you get the jump box.
Damn.
Never mind. Look at all the heat coming from right where the turbo is. It's getting warmer. You know what that means? We gotta do the last couple of things to get the Z ready for the track. Let's do it. The first issue that we found was the tune. It was running really rich in Canada, so we actually went back up to MA Motorsports and we had Jason from Link ECU come in and remote tune it. He tuned it for 93. And then we also have this sweet flex fuel sensor right here. So he tuned it for E85 as well, so we can make that sweet, sweet corn power.
What is it like to see your old project from Lord knows how long ago?
Cool, honestly.
A bit of nostalgia.
Yeah. Same wheels, probably same tires.
That's wild.
They are the same tires, I swear. Let's take out
The same exact
same
ones.
exact Falcons I put on this thing when I was 21. We're here at MA, we're picking up the Z. We made 550 wheel on the 85.
Sounds like I got some real competition to come. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep up, but
Brian's gonna add in some videos he took of it on the dyno and stuff like that. We're just here to grab it, but
a grab and go.
yeah. Hey. Yeah. Sweet. now that the tune is all sorted, we'll move on to problem number 2, which is our brake master cylinder. It's definitely undersized for our 300ZX turbo brakes. I didn't really consider the size of the master and the actual fluid displacement of it before I swapped to these bigger brakes. So we're gonna go ahead and swap out the master cylinder with a 300ZX twin turbo one. And this is actually mounted to a 8.6, I believe, mini booster, because I also want to run back to boosted brakes, but I didn't want to run a huge booster because there's not that much room in here. And also maybe it'll be less boosted. I don't really know. I've already disconnected my flex fuel sensor. So the next step is to drain all the fluid in here, remove the bracket that actually holds it onto the firewall, remove all the lines, and we're actually now needing to run a front and rear because this actually has an option to run both fronts from here. But I'm gonna run just how it came. One front line and one rear line. I was running everything through this single line too, which maybe was also a restriction. Who knows? But I'm ready to get some good brakes on this thing because with power now, this thing is So first we're gonna drain the fluid. This tool is awesome. It's good for bleeding, but it's also great for sucking up all that fluid.
Forget the world around you. Forget the people around you. You are entering Futurama, alone with your own thoughts.
No. You're gonna take these fries and you're gonna pay for them.
I said I don't want any fries.
Would you like to speak to my manager?
Yes, I would.
I'm back.
June 11th, Saturday, 10:30 to 3:30, right here in Baltimore. We're gonna be having a meet. You can see the Ford, you can see the Z. Put it on your calendars. We're gonna have cars coming in here. We're gonna have catered food by Little Havanas. It's gonna be
Hopefully,
sick.
I have my car in the presents too if it's painted.
Yeah, it should be
But
here.
if
It'll be in
not,
the building if not.
You'll see it in this glory of pieces.
Yeah, but yeah, come out, come check out all the stuff we got going on. You can see the stuff in real life, real time. Talk to us.
No VR,
No VR.
real life, RL, with the simulator.
And with that, the end of our ad. All right, the next step is going to be taking the nuts out of the back of this, well, bolts, I guess, and then also taking the pin out of the top of the brake pedal. Is it just me, or is getting by the footwell the absolute worst place on a car to work? I'd rather literally work on like a transmission or something. Okay, that was actually pretty easy. Not as bad as I was expecting. This was made for like some type of Honda Civic. It's like a password JDM unit. So I've already actually drilled out these holes to a second bolt pattern. Do I have to drill out a third pattern? It looks like I'm good. I might be hitting the pedal though. I'm using AN lines. They're, what is that coating on the inside? They got that coating on the inside, so they're not going to have an issue with brake fluid. All the lines inside are all Vibrant lines. I even talked to Vibrant's like tech guys, and they said that it's fine, but I have a Vibrant firewall fitting right there, and then some Vibrant lines that run that way. Vibrant run the line that runs that way, and then it tees off over here. So I have to take this T, connect it straight across, so that's just one line that runs to the rear, and then it's kind of hard to see, but this firewall fitting actually has a T on the end of it. This is going to run to both fronts, driver and passenger side. And I'm going to run another firewall fitting, and I'm going to run that to this guy right here, which runs to brake bias adjuster, which runs to the 2 rear brakes. I bought this brake booster at technotoytuning.com. You know, Technotoy Tuning, they sponsor the Z. They're amazing. All of the arms, suspension, rear end, all from Techno. This is actually meant for an A86. It also fits Miatas, and it fits Zs, supposedly. I should probably let them know. And this is a 300ZX twin turbo brake master, which also happens to just bolt right up to this, which is kind of crazy. Because a lot of them have like a vertical orientation and like different bolt patterns and stuff like that. But this is a 1 1/16 inch bore. So it is pushing a lot more fluid than this little 5/8. It also has 2 lines that come from it versus this. So this is gonna definitely fix our brake issue. When we stood on the brakes before, we couldn't even lock them up. That's how weak this thing was. So I'm super excited to get the brakes back on this thing. I do need to hook up the vacuum port to my manifold. I did have Josh weld up a bunch of the ports in this thing, so I might have to just take the whole intake off, drill and tap a barb fitting in it, and then run a line. But for now, I might just get this filled with fluid, everything tightened down, check everything, bleed it, test it, and then just worry about that in the future, because I would like to go to Cars and Coffee this weekend. All right, I've hooked up one of the vibrant lines that runs from the front port on the master cylinder. I need to actually wait for the rest of these, rest of the lines and fittings that I have coming. Because if you're not aware, we do have a website, industrygarage.com, where we resell a bunch of the materials that you'll need to, build your own crazy car like this. So we have Vibrant, a whole bunch of other companies that, make a lot of good DIY materials. And Vibrant is actually sponsoring the Z. So in a coming up episode, we're gonna do some HD clamps for our intercooler piping and stuff like that. But if you want to support a small business and, help fund crazy builds like the Z and the Ford and stuff like that, maybe check us out, see if we have something that you would just be buying from another huge retailer anyways, and support us. While we wait for that order to come in tomorrow, I'm gonna knock a couple small things off the list, including installing this weird thing. But this is actually like the old school version of AC in Z cars. There's a little tab here, and it's connected to a cable, and it pulls this cable and it actually opens this up. And what that does, it allows air to come through the upper frame rail, run through here, and you can't really see it in there. It runs through here, and then it comes in at the footwell. So while you're driving, you get a nice, burst of cold air right at your feet. When I was driving this in the winter, it was very annoying not having those in there because I can't block it off because it's just a big open hole right now. And you can see I've already installed the driver's one, so I'm gonna go ahead and install the passenger one real quick, and then go into a couple of those small things. So the brakes are good. We just need to bleed them again. We're gonna go ahead and align it. So I'm gonna take it to the rack. It is the next day. Car's aligned. We're gonna go take it for another test drive and get lunch.
While we do that, we shall get some clean audio and some cool panning shots.
Hey. Tricky boy. All right, we ready to get lunch? I need to turn the. Oh, dude, you gotta turn your AC on.
Damn! Hold up.
Pull your little lever. Yeah.
What?
All right, now we're ready. Dude, now we don't have to press the gas and hold it to get it to start. Let the O2 sensor heat up. Except for I'm gonna have no battery. Then you get the jump box.
gotten in the Z since it's getting, well, since it got tuned. Hello.
Got some sushi. Xavier's still stuck in the car. We have arrived. God, it's even with the AC.
You picked a decent day to drive. It's not bad.
Huh?
You picked a good day to drive.
Yeah,
it's not night outside.
that's true.
It could be worse.
Could be. See how the sushi did.
Did it survive?
Yeah. I'll try not to. Alright, dropped off. Love you. Dropped off lunch at my wife. It's work. Do you mind guiding me on the way out here? Because it's a little sketchy. All right, so just like that, the Z is ready to go. We will be hitting the track very soon. Like we mentioned last episode, June 11th, we will be having our meet here at the shop. So if you're in the DMV area or you want to take a little trip, come visit us, visit the Z. Maybe an S2000 might be done, who knows?
Praying.
And then also, if you want to buy a shirt, support us, industrygarage.com. You get a nice Street Bandito shirt. We just came out with 2 new ones. And like and subscribe. Thanks, boys. Ford's back next episode.